Hello everyone, welcome to week 4, unit 1, and today we are going to discuss nutraceuticals, different concepts of nutraceuticals, what are the market trends and how the nutraceutical industry is booming today. So I am going to introduce to you today what are nutraceuticals. This is the buzzword today, the concepts, different concepts, what are the different kinds of nutraceuticals and what are the recent market trends and how it is growing. So, nutraceuticals was first coined by Stephen D. Fellis. He is known as the father of nutraceuticals, and nutraceuticals is known as a baby born to two parents, nutrition and a pharmaceutical. This is the buzzword today in the healthcare market, and with lot of diseases originating related to today's lifestyle, people are shifting to original or natural medicine. It is not only little economical, but these medicines tend to give wellness before the onset of a disease. So, nutraceuticals are defined as food or food components that provide medical or health benefits, including disease prevention and treatment. These lie at the interface of food and medicine, offering physiological benefits beyond basic nutrition. So, our basic nutrition comes from the food that we eat. Beyond that, the benefits are derived from what we call nutraceuticals. The consumer perception has given motivation for the nutraceutical market to grow. Consumers often perceive nutraceuticals as natural medicine, believing them to be safer and more beneficial than the synthetic drugs which are there in the market. So, high healthcare costs and limited insurance coverage towards the modern healthcare leads a further drive for people towards nutraceutical. This cultural acceptance has been a major factor in expansion of the nutraceutical market worldwide. So, over the past 3 decades, human lifestyle has undergone rapid changes. The fast-paced lives with stress, long working hours, and especially in metro cities has had an adverse effect on health. This has increased the access to media of people of knowing how to take care of health while you are in this fast paced lifestyle. So, this has created more awareness of diet, fitness and wellness needs. The rising consumer demand for nutraceuticals is the link between diet and health. This awareness has led to growing preference for food and supplements that provide preventive health benefits. Thus, nutraceutical fits into this trend perfectly because it allows individuals to take control of their health proactively rather than waiting for illness to occur. So, these days nobody wants for an onset of wellness. Wellness has become thus a major priority today. Today's generation prefers natural food and beverages, which is a balanced diet and an holistic approach to energy and wellness. Thus, for individuals engaged in activities such as workout, swimming or running, where this has become a trend today, especially with the Gen Z and a generation behind, these activities are becoming extremely important. That makes our nutritional supplements a necessity in each family. Thus, wellness today rests on two strong pillars: prevention of diseases and regeneration from stress. There is a classification of nutraceuticals. When you have to choose nutraceutical, from where do we start? So we can start based on the source. Suppose you want to select a nutraceutical, we can choose it depending on the source. So nutrients, when we want to supplement our diet, our food, there are a lot of nutrients which are available as nutraceuticals. Herbals or botanicals like ginseng, turmeric have gained a lot of importance. There are dietary supplements and there are functional foods. There is a classification based on mechanism of action. How do they act? A very important segment of nutraceuticals are antioxidant. So during our daily metabolism or during the daily lifestyle, body faces a lot of oxidative stress. So to combat this oxidative stress, body has got its own mechanism, but when the body mechanism cannot take care of all the free radical generation in the inside the body, then it requires external antioxidants. There are many anti-inflammatory agents which act by inhibiting receptors, cholesterol lowering agent which are very important in today's day when cardiovascular diseases are on the rise, and there is another very important segment which is the probiotic and prebiotic. This supports our gut microbiota from where all the diseases arise. Another classification is based on either the traditional or non-traditional nutraceuticals. Traditional nutraceuticals are basically directly the herbs collected from the plants, and non-traditional are the ones which have used modern technology to convert them into today's nutraceuticals. There is another classification which is based on the chemical nature, isoflavones, which a very important source is our soy. Soy is grown largely in India. This isoflavone, this has a benzene ring fused with an pyrone. So this is benzpyrone ring. We have carotenoids and polyphenols which have free OH groups to take care of the free radical stress in the body. Glucosinolates which have the sulfur compounds which are present in broccoli and cabbage. Saponins, these also are used specially to take care of blood sugar in the body and for overall health care. Thus, nutraceuticals, which is nutrition plus a pharmaceutical product, is derived from food source and provides an extra benefit other than food. Let us see what are these functional foods. These are ordinary foods but with enhanced health benefits, and these are consumed compulsorily as food. When do we take food? When we are hungry or as per our palate, but functional foods are taken with respect to a specific health care benefit. For example, the oat bran and soya protein which supports cardiovascular health. So people who are prone to cardiovascular diseases or who are seeing an onset of these diseases may start with functional foods like oat and soya protein. These foods must provide evidence of efficacy before an health claim is made. So this nutraceutical industry is regulated, if not highly regulated like drugs, but it definitely has to give a proof of some kind of efficacy before making a health claim. Dietary supplements are products that add nutritional value to diet, and these includes vitamins, minerals, herbs, amino acids, metabolites or extracts. So according to FDA, these products must be marketed as supplements and not as conventional products, although they carry scientifically supported health or scientific claims. Fortified or super fortified food. This is enriched with vitamins, and we hear a lot of drinks, even water which is fortified with minerals and vitamins. So in contrast to the super fortified foods which go beyond 100% of daily requirement and may contain added botanicals or supplements. So example is orange juice may be fortified with echinacea. This is a plant extract which acts as an immunomodulator and takes care of general health. There are a lot of salad dressings which are fortified with omega 3 fatty acids. Further examples of functional food is soy protein, which I mentioned earlier, red grapes, cranberry, which is rich in carotenoids and proanthocyanins. Oat becomes a very important functional food. And when we compare functional food and nutraceuticals, these are ingredients which give food a health promising property, and this can be anything which provides a health benefit. Looking at the market trend, so in 1990s the nutraceutical market began to grow rapidly, because in 1990, after the World War II, there was an increase in baby population, and the nutraceutical market for baby food suddenly boomed. This set the base for our nutraceutical market. So in 1998, report by Decision Sources valued the functional food, and the market grew suddenly, reflecting a strong consumer demand. The Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act of 1994 further provided a clear framework for marketing supplements, and this was first stated in the United States, which entirely was followed globally. According to this law, dietary supplements are intended for ingestion in form of pill, capsule, tablet or liquid. Slowly, from the original form, it started taking the form of modern healthcare. They may include ingredients that were marketed as food before the FDA approval, and importantly, they must not be presented as conventional food or sole item, but must always be labeled as dietary supplements. So this act established the legal identity of supplements, differentiating them from conventional food and pharmaceuticals. It allowed the supplements to carry health or structure function which claims if supported by a scientific evidence. So though not a complete human trial, but small animal studies were done to give a scientific evidence. The Indian market also started growing. India is known to produce a lot of nutraceuticals, and traditionally the Indian culture is known to use a lot of these supplements in form of food or in form of regular Indian cuisine. So this was later seen to be dominated by dietary supplements including vitamins, minerals and herbal products. This dominance indicates that Indian consumers also started prioritizing preventive health solutions and were willing to invest in products that support long term wellness. So the Indian nutraceutical market by 2030 is known to rise by at least 8 to 10%, and it has shown a steady growth from 2020, especially after the pandemic. Food and beverages currently dominate this nutraceutical market. So here we see a lot of food and beverages which are fortified with health benefits. There are also capsule based supplements which are rapidly consumed. These are some of the important nutraceuticals which have captured the market space, and these are known to grow easily in India, very easily cultivated, harvested, and have lot of health benefits, hence become a very important nutraceuticals. So, soy is one such nutraceutical which is known to produce cardiovascular benefits, known to be anti-cancer, osteoporosis, and it has been linked to many hormonal diseases. So, used very importantly in menopausal symptoms, and there is a lot of literature which has proved the health benefits of soy. Another classic example which is consumed in India is the flaxseed. So, flaxseed in India is consumed in different forms. This is known to contain lignans, and this activity is known to prevent the estrogen dependent cancers. A lot of animal studies and human studies have gone in to prove the beneficiary effects of flaxseed. Tomatoes. No Indian cuisine is complete without the use of tomatoes. I have mentioned earlier also the importance of lycopene. So, this is not destroyed even on cooking, making it a very important nutraceutical. So, this can be used in its raw form, in cooked form, in vegetables, in daily food, or if this is not possible, people take lycopene supplements, and studies have suggested that an intake of lycopene prevents breast cancer, digestive tract diseases, cervical cancer, cancers of bladder and skin. Apart from this, it is also known to be beneficial in cardiovascular diseases like prevention of myocardial infarction. All these are comparatively cheaper health cares. Another example commonly found in India is garlic, known to be cancer preventive, an excellent antibiotic, antihypertensive and cholesterol lowering. So, if one is not consuming this as a food, we may consume garlic as a nutraceutical which is compulsorily taken along with food. So, allicin, which is the constituent present in garlic, and this constituent is known to be produced after crushing garlic. So, it further breaks down into sulfur containing compounds that contribute to the therapeutic effect. Broccoli and cruciferous vegetables. So, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, all these contain sulfur compounds and isothiocyanates. So, indole 3-carbinol is a very important constituent of all these vegetables. These vegetables can be consumed as salads or cooked vegetables, known to be linked to reduce cancer risk. Here mentioned are some of the pharmacological uses against the nutraceuticals. For example, to prevent an onset of Alzheimer, nutraceuticals like beta carotene, our regular curcumin, lutein, lycopene may be used. Anti-arthritic, glucosamine, chondroitin, methyl sulfonyl methane. Anti-cancer, again curcumin. So, curcumin has a lot of health benefits as nutraceutical. Selenium present in fruits and vegetables. Anti-diabetics, we have fenugreek, cinnamon, in addition omega 3 fatty acids. Antioxidants, lycopene, curcumin, tocopherol, ascorbic acid. Anti-Parkinson, the early onset of anti-Parkinson can be prevented with these nutraceuticals. The general eye health, carotenoids, zeaxanthin and lutein, lipid lowering agents, cholesterol, garlic and many other polyunsaturated fatty acids. To continue the inhibition of low density lipids, green tea, resveratrol found in grapes, garlic again, and sesame seeds. This is again for cholesterol, thus giving or improving the cardiovascular health. The HMG-CoA reductase inhibition with normal foods, reduction of triglycerides. So, all this is our cardiovascular prevention. A lot of weight loss nutraceuticals are seen in the market: ephedrine, caffeine, chitosan, green tea, fenugreek, and conjugated linoleic acid. So, the 7 seed packages are used for benefit of omega 3 fatty acids. So, to summarize the functional food benefit, the cheaply available nutraceuticals like soy, flaxseed, tomatoes, garlic, and broccoli illustrate how these everyday items are important in providing profound health benefits and restoring the basic nutrition of the body. They play very important roles in preventing chronic diseases like cancer and cardiovascular diseases. Their effectiveness has been demonstrated both through animal studies and human studies. The global nutraceutical market scenario hence is known to increase from 2020 to 2030. There is a big market boom. The Asia Pacific region is also showing an increase in global nutraceutical revenue. Hence, we are seeing that a lot of new startup companies are being added to these nutraceutical markets. The consumer behavior is changing, which is motivating these nutraceuticals to mushroom and boom. The key reason is consumers choose nutraceuticals to include convenience, flexibility, and innovative healthcare solutions. People are attracted to novel products, especially when they are recommended by family, peers, or social media influencers. Nobody wants to shift to an allopathic medicine immediately. People want to try these healthcare and natural medicine for some time when the disease is not very chronic. So, many consumers also view nutraceuticals as a safer and more natural alternative to synthetic medicine. So, this belief has led to increase in the nutraceutical market. This perception further boosts the industry's growth. Technology is playing a very important role in the nutraceutical growth. Like I said before, the traditional herbs are now being converted to modern day healthcare forms. Mobile applications, wearable fitness trackers, personalized nutritional plans have encouraged the individuals to adopt healthier lifestyles. So, people who visit the gym and who have personal trainers are also given a diet plan, and these diet plans include a lot of use of nutraceuticals. These technologies allow consumers to monitor their diet and health, often integrating with the nutraceutical products for customized wellness solutions. The marketing success factor: convenience plays a central role in success of nutraceuticals. So, consumers are more likely to adopt functional food and beverages that fit seamlessly into their daily routines rather than pills or capsules. So, if you have fortified cereals, fortified juices, or a food which is readily available with health benefits, that is driving the market success. The nutraceutical market is highly competitive and success depends on quality and product uniqueness. So, this quality or the health claim depends on what kind of scientific data the product is based on. Consumers seek products that combine energy performance and cardiovascular support while maintaining high safety standards. Companies must also differentiate their offerings by focusing on unique ingredients, superior formulation, and specialized healthcare. Hence, the consumer feedback is very important and crucial for refining these products. So, if you look at drinks like paper boat, these come with natural drinks with lot of health benefits. For market success of a nutraceutical product, always remember that customer is considered a king. People want to feel empowered in their health decisions, and nutraceuticals provide that opportunity. Transparency in labeling, credible scientific evidence, very important that we label the nutraceutical with proper ingredient present in it, and there is enough scientific evidence, though not claiming a therapeutic activity, but for its wellness or health claim, and the customer should be accessible for this. This will build trust of the customer with the product. Partnership with local retailers and online platform further strengthens the customer confidence. So, nutraceutical products cannot cater to all consumers in the same way. However, there are young adults which look for energy boosting supplements, while the older adults may seek for products like bone health and cardiovascular. So, it is better to differentiate these different products and put them in segments which are meant for these peoples. Strategic partnership is crucial for expanding reach and credibility. So, with local retailer giants, online platforms will increase the awareness and sale of nutraceuticals. So, working with gyms, wellness centers, nutritionists adds further trust and visibility. The modern consumer trends are shaping the nutraceutical market. The desire for convenience and flexibility, and interest in innovative and natural health solutions, the influence of social media and peer recommendations, growing acceptance of self-care and preventive health care, these trends highlight how nutraceuticals are becoming part of the main lifestyle. There are some key industry players like Glaxo, Hindustan Unilever, Amway, Nestle, Danone, Kellogg's and Pepsi, who are increasing in a big way. Indian brands like Dabur, Himalaya, Patanjali, ITC and Baidyanath are capitalizing on their traditional knowledge and Ayurveda. And together these players are shaping a dynamic and competitive market, offering diverse products to meet the consumer needs. The future perspective in nutraceuticals is going to be very bright, because nutraceuticals are going to offer personalized nutrition with the AI coming in a big way. They will harp on this AI based health tracking, and there will be personalized nutraceutical products for individual, and integration with technology will further enhance the consumer engagement, and there will be emerging segments in all domains. Thus, concluding, nutraceuticals represent a very important intersection of nutrition, health and preventive medicine. They are no longer optional supplements, but an essential part of the modern health management, and with strong global growth, increasing consumer demand and technological integration, nutraceuticals are poised to transform the way we think about food and medicine. However, continued efforts in regulation, education and product innovation are necessary to ensure long-term success. Nutraceuticals are just not a trend, but a great healthcare revolution. They empower individuals to take control of health through natural, effective and scientifically supported solutions. As market expands, consumer trust grows and new technologies emerge. Nutraceuticals will play a central role in future of preventive healthcare and global wellness. These are some of the references supporting the talk, and thank you very much.